Hey everyone, welcome back to another New World video. I hope that everybody is having an absolutely fantastic day and a great start to the weekend. But in today's video, I want to go over, just like the thumbnail and the title suggest, is how you guys can focus on how to make money or coin here in New World. Now, obviously, I haven't really been focusing on how to specifically make coin. I've been showing you guys different locations of places that you guys can go, but I want to give you guys a focus on what you guys can work on, or at least an idea of what you guys can work on if you guys don't really know what direction to take when you guys come in and log in for the first time each and every single day, or whenever you decide to actually log in. Now, obviously, what I show you on this server is going to be completely different than any of the other servers. Now, there are things that do sell incredibly well compared to other servers, so just keep that in mind. And honestly, there are dead servers out there. Mine is not necessarily one of them, but you might be able to buy a ton of things for 0.01. Which is good for people that want to buy stuff, but if you're trying to make coin, then it's going to make it incredibly more difficult. Now, let's go ahead and kind of show you guys the focus that I take each and every single day when I first log in, if it's something that I'm going to put a focus on. Now, lately, obviously, my focus hasn't been on making coin. It's actually been just getting my gear score up to 500. So a lot of my time and energy has been buying new tools, because I became a level 60 the last few days. I think it was like 3 or 4 days ago. I became a level 60, so buying all the tools instead of crafting myself, because obviously, when you're crafting, you're not always guaranteed to get exactly what you're looking for. So I just buy them, and I had 45,000 coin, and then I ended up yesterday getting down to 3,000. So I was kind of pleasantly surprised to wake up today and see that my coin is currently at 8,300. So I made 5,000 coin over last night. Now I know, or at least I have an idea of what sold, because I put two things on the market for $2,100 or 2,100 coin a piece. So I have a feeling that both of those actually sold overnight, which is great. I'm hoping that that's the case. And if it is, then I might have to make some more. I thought the market was dead for them, but both of them did have extra pockets, and that was actually making and crafting bags, as I do feel like that is actually a really viable way of making money. So if that is one way that you guys want to be able to make coin in the game, by all means, go ahead and do that. That's what's working well for your server. But how do I take the time and energy and focus to go, okay, what is actually selling today, and what could I possibly do in order to actually go ahead and make the coin? So obviously you want to go to any one of the settlements. It doesn't matter which one you're at. I'm currently in Everfall. Anyone will currently work. Windsward usually seems to be the cheapest out of any of the servers that are out there. I don't really know why. It's like where everybody likes to go. But ultimately, you want to know what is selling for the cheapest everywhere, because when people have a ton of A's off and they don't know what to do, or if they're a crafter, they're going to go where the good deals are at. They don't really care if they have to walk all the way there. They're going to. They're just going to go where the deals are at, because they're trying to save coin as much as they possibly can. But what sells the best? Now, I want to take a look at my active orders or my completed orders. I want to see what's out there that either has expired or has been completed. And okay, so some of my jewelry has expired, which is not good. Wow, nothing is actually sold. Okay, so sold, 000. Okay, so we sold all of our strong health potions at $8 a piece. So this, for whatever reason, still sells incredibly well on my server. And it's really interesting because you can buy the infused health potions for only a couple dollars more. And obviously when you get down into like the common or the lower ones, they obviously take a huge drop. But I don't know why people are still buying the strong ones at $8 a pop when you could be buying the more powerful ones at just a little bit more of a price. But I guess it is what it is. Whatever. We sold all of our star metal. Okay. I always end up getting a ton of extra of that. We sold all of our fine sandpaper. I had a ton of this, which was insane. I had like 2,000 sandpaper, and I don't ever do anything with the wood part of it. Okay, we sold a couple garbage apparel. Sold. Okay, we sold our diamonds at 215 a piece. Nice. Okay, there's my satchel. That's what I figured. Sold. And then the other one sold. And all of our wire fiber sold as well. This, for whatever reason, is still selling really, really incredibly well, and I always get a ton of it, so I'm not really worried about that. But you can see what is actually selling for here currently on my server and what it's selling for. Now, this is actually what I want to focus on today, is looking at like some of the herbs. Now, selling it for $2.32 and getting 35 of them, yes, it doesn't seem like much, but you can get so many more than that. So let's go ahead and take a look at our buy section here for a second. Let's go to our resources, cooking ingredients, and this is what we want to take a look at. So you guys can choose whatever you guys really want to focus on. Number one is a lot of people actually should be using honey, and if they're not, it's a great spice that you guys can use in a lot of cooking ingredients, or you can change it to use honey, and you can get it in every town completely for free. And there's a lot of other areas that you can find a ton of honey very, very quickly, but that's actually relatively cheap, so we don't really want to focus on that. So let's see, let's just take a look at berries. Okay, so that's cheap. Now I have an idea of what's super expensive selling for on the server. Apples at $1, melons, which there's a good recipe for that. I'm not seeing any oranges or coconuts. Actually, is there any oranges? Okay, $3.20. Lemons, $4. And this is each. Okay, coconuts are a little bit more cheaper. So I know what sells really well for on my server, and that probably does for a lot of other people, is we want to find seasonings. And people injuring themselves in the background. So garlic is always an amazing one. Look at this, $12 per one, and there's not even, I mean, so there's only what, 10 on the market for under $15. 15 and under, well, 30 of them I guess with that one, and then there's 74. But beyond that, there's not a lot. There's only one page on the total market that people are on this, and if you can come in and you can get your hands on, say, 40 of these things and sell them for $11 a piece, there you go, easy 400 coin. You just need to know where you guys want to be able to look. Now, I'm not going to show you guys where to get these today, but if you guys want to know where you guys can find garlic, I will go ahead and make a video on that. So that's always a really good one. Another one is salt. Now, salt is a little bit harder to get your hands on, but $17 per. But that person selling has 45 of them. So yeah, that's $17 per item. This is almost more expensive. A tier 1 item is almost more expensive than infused leather. Absolutely crazy if you think about it that way. Now, a lot of these other ones sell for really good too. Now, I even made a cinnamon video, like where you guys can find a ton of cinnamon. It's still selling for the cheapest, which I don't know why this person completely undercut everybody, but you could go and buy this, turn around and sell it for $3 per, and you're probably going to be able to sell it, especially here in Everfall, because the cheapest one in Everfall is currently $4.75. So this is something that I could go and buy all this and cut this, come back, list it here for like $3.50, and double my investment just for going to Cutlass Keys and then bringing it back. Make $1.50 per sell. Actually, I'd make almost $2 per sell. That would be easy money. That might be something that would be very valuable for me to do. Now you can take a look at all the other like herbs. I mean, basil. All these sell for just an incredible amount of money. Now another really good one is barley. Where's barley? Is it a grain? Yeah. Look at that, $9. The cheapest one in Everfall right now is $18.50. Now, obviously, when you're talking about Everfall and Windsward, because the settlements are so incredibly close together, it doesn't take very long to just walk to each one of them. I wouldn't do a huge difference. So, like this person selling at $18.50, I would be really surprised if they would sell any of this, just because they can go to Twins Word and get 2 for the price of 1, basically. But barley, there's only a couple spots in the entire map that you guys can go ahead and get that. You know, wheat, okay, yeah, corn, which I always find corn to be really funny because of how abundant this is and how much it sells for. The other one is potatoes. See if we can find potatoes real quick. Vegetables, potatoes. Look at that, still 95 cents, the cheapest one. And you can get a ton of these. You can easily go get yourself 100 of these pretty quickly. Cabbage. Carrots is another good one. Usually, I mean, that's actually really low today for some reason. Cauliflower. That, I have made videos on where you guys can find cauliflower. But this is what I look at every single day to know, like, where do I want to put my time and energy if making coin is what I want to do. Now, another really interesting one, this is a tip that you guys can actually go ahead and do, is if we actually take a look under, let's see, I'm trying to think of what it is actually under. Cooking oil. So cooking oil sells for $7.50, but it is something that you have to craft in order to get it. So you have to use fish oil and nuts in order to do this. Now, this isn't going to be the same on everybody's server, but let's just take a look at this for a second. Fish oil. I can buy it right now for $3. All the other price is $7.95, so that's a $5 difference. So I'm still making a $5 profit. But the other thing that we're going to need is nuts. So let's just go ahead and type that in, I guess. If I can type today, that is. Nuts sell for 90 cents. So we can still make a $4 profit on it, and we can sell it. And we don't even have to go and gather anything. We can just buy all the ingredients. And therefore, then later we could go in and harvest a whole bunch of nuts and go fishing and get some fish oil, and we could turn around and list that at a higher price because we already bought the stuff that was at the lowest price possible. Those are just ideas of things that you guys can go ahead and do to look at, but for whatever reason, the cooking ingredients always sell for an incredible amount of money. I mean, the fish, the cheapest fish for a large is $4, medium fish $3, small fish, there, you know, so a whole bunch of snails if you want some snails, but let's just go after a smallmouth bass here. Small bass, $2, but there's only a couple of them, and then it jumps up to like almost $5. Where do you guys want to put your time and energy into? This is a great spot. Cooking ingredients is a fantastic spot to look every single day in order for you guys to know what to do. The other thing that sells incredibly well is eggs, and I have like one of the most perfect spots that I can show you guys if that's something that you guys would like to know, and you can get a ton of eggs very, very quickly. But anyway, I hope that this information helps you guys out. That's actually how you guys can identify on your specific server what is actually doing well and where you can put the most time into to get your most bang for your buck, so to speak. But if you guys enjoyed this information, make sure you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. And if you guys really want to see some of the routes that I go on in order to grab some of these supplies, then make sure that you guys go ahead and leave a comment down below, something nice, because this community is heavily toxic. But it is what it is. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it, and you guys stay gaming.